Hi there, Shannon West, back with another fun video. This one is another 2-for-1 card, which I'm just loving doing those lately. It makes me happy that I don't have any wasted pieces or fewer wasted pieces. So this one's a pretty fun one that involves some blending brushes and ink and a very intricate and beautiful die. Let's take a look. The die set I'm using are the artistic dies. And these are beautiful. You've got a lot of framelits, but also these really detailed die cuts. And so this is the die that I am actually going to use. And I already cut out just a piece of white, just out of white cardstock. And it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Even not backed on anything. So I'm just going to take that and lay it down on this note card right here, and it's a little bit bigger than the note card. This note card is 5 inches by 3.5, so it overlaps just a little bit, which is fine. Could actually open it up. Well, it's fine the way it is. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a piece of old washi tape and put that down. I'm going to hold this in place as I'm using my blending brushes, but that'll just help me keep it right in place in case it does move. Starry Sky, Parakeet Party, and Polished Pink is my color scheme for these cards. And I haven't made anything for a long time without Polished Pink. I'm addicted to this color. And all 3 of these are in colors. What would we do without our in colors? Holy cow. So I'm going to just do some blending of the flowers, and I just want kind of a light blend out beyond the flower. And I'm going to go back and do Parakeet Party for the greens, but it's okay if there's a little bit of overlap. And then I want to get like just a really kind of intense bit of color right in the middle there. Okay, that's looking cool. And I like this technique because you can lift it up and see how it's looking. Oh, isn't that amazing? I don't know, what do we call this? Blend resist? Something like that. Okay, let's do Starry Sky on the really big flower here. So same with this one, I'll just dot it over to the side. Oh, this color is so vibrant and goes on so effortlessly. It's amazing. Okay. Just make sure to get that flower covered all the way. And these, like, that's kind of, I don't know. It's hard to know. Those are probably supposed to be flowers too. So cover those instead of leave those. And let's see, let's get a little bit more intensity in the middle. Maybe right there. And probably as it looks really intense like this, it's kind of like a blob. Once I peel these apart, it's 2 separate pieces. And so you don't have that blob feeling anymore. Okay, Parakeet Party. Put those out of the way. So with these, you have to be a little bit more careful to make sure, you know, with the color, navigating the color. And it's more of a kind of back and forth rather than circles. These pieces, they could have a tendency to bend. So I just kind of want to be gentle with those a little bit, all the while making sure that I'm putting color beyond where the die is. Like I want it to overlap like out here, so there's extra color around the edges. Okay, making sure that the most vibrant color is in the areas where it's touching the other colors. That's looking pretty cool. And look at how that's looking underneath. Oh, amazing. Let's do this last section over here. So I need to remove my washi tape now and move it over. Well, I'll just leave it off for now and chance that I can hold it in place with my hand. Okay, last step. And then probably what you're seeing, since the way I introduced this video was a 2-for-1, you'll see I'm going to be using both the die and the card behind it. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let's get this out of the way and see how it looks. Woof! Oh my word. Bravo, absolutely beautiful. Okay, there's little pieces left from when I did the die cutting. And this one looks amazing too. How fun is that? Now I've got another note card. I'll just do 2 note cards here. So now let's do a little bit of embellishing. I'm going to first add some black and white, well, black stripes, because I've already got a white card. So I'm just going to put some black stripes on this. And I've measured it out so that they're even. Normally when I do this, I don't care too much and I just throw them on there and it ends up how it ends up. But I thought I'd try it this time measuring to see what happened. So I know exactly how many I need. And so in order to get placement correct, I'm just using my grid paper. It doesn't matter where I put it on my grid paper because these, it's a grid, so it will keep you in line. But these pieces are all cut. I've got 2 that are the same width as the grid, so 1/4 of an inch. So I'll put those on top and bottom. And then all of the other ones are 1/2 of an inch, and they will fill in the rest. Okay, that looks really nice. And so you can see how they matched up really well. That one's out of place a little bit, but hopefully you could see that I was just following along with the grid paper. So skip a 1/2 inch, put a strip down 1/2 inch, skip 1/2 inch, and so on until you get the card full. And you could do that with really, I mean, you know, you could do it with much wider stripes if you want, bigger cards, whatever. It works well to help you line it up. Okay, let's do some greetings. Now I've got just a piece of white for my greeting on this card. For this one, I'm going to use a piece of vellum, other way around. So since I'm using vellum, definitely need to be using StazOn. Let's see. And so I'm using this stamp set, Good Feelings. This is the first time I've used this stamp set. I love it. It's amazing. I've been wanting to use it ever since I got it, of course. But I'll be using this Hooray. And then I'm also going to use I'm Just So Happy For You. 2 cute greetings. I love these big, bold greetings. Whoops, I need to move that out of the way so I can see what I'm stamping. So I'll just stamp this on my white cardstock. Hooray, that looks perfect. Okay, and then I'm Just So Happy For You on the vellum. And I've already cut the vellum out for exactly what size I need, which is 3.5 by, I think it was 1 3/4. So it's just a little bit bigger than the greeting, and I wanted it to stretch all the way across the card. Okay, whew. So cute so far. So let's see, let's finish this one off and then I'll work on the striped one. So for this one, I'm going to use some mini glue dots to put this down since it's vellum. So I want to, let's see, I'll take my take your pick tool, just use a couple of glue dots and place them in places where there's kind of a lot of ink so that they can hide as much as possible. Let's see, where can we put it? We need to put it down there so we get a variety. So I'm kind of rolling it over so that it, there we go. So that it doesn't stick out too much. Awesome. So I'll just place that right about in the middle of the floral greeting. I don't know, it might still be a little bit wet though, because it's shiny, but I don't know, it stays on, so I don't think it would be. That's the point, it stays on, right? And then the last step is I'm going to add just a few of these lovely, what are these called? Decorative, matte decorative dots. These I'm using a ton too because they have so many different colors. And, you know, I'm using the Sweet Sorbet dots, but that's not Sweet Sorbet, but it looks great, I think. So I'm going for it. Okay, now let's put a few more down here. This is the orchid color. So maybe, let's see, we'll do one up here and then another one down a little bit lower. No, I think this is the starry night, starry sky. I was calling starry night, starry sky for a long time until I realized, oh yeah, I'm calling that the wrong thing. So cute. That one's finished. Moving on to the black and white card. Now for this one, let's see, I've got to work on this a little bit. I'm going to just trim that off, and then this end over here, I will flag. And I have in mind for this to kind of stick out beyond the card just a teeny bit so that it will still fit in the envelope, but it'll just kind of stick out. Where did there it is. So now this beautiful piece, you kind of have to decide, oh, those colors look amazing. Wow. Even exceeding my own expectations and the practice round I did, this is better. That's always a nice surprise, right? When it goes better than expected. So I don't need too much of this because this glue is really sticky. So I'm just going to stick it down in some of the junctures that are a little bit bigger than others so it doesn't seep out of the way, out from under it. Let's see, maybe one over here. There we go, good enough. And let's see, I like it. I think I like it with the starry sky down lower. So if you position it right, it does stick out from the card a little bit. Let's see. Let's turn it. Nope. Yeah, but hopefully it will still work in an envelope. And if you need to trim those off, not the end of the world. Whew! So cute. Last step. I've got my greeting and I've got some of this Sweet Sorbet metallic ribbon. No, I'm not using Sweet Sorbet on this card. I actually haven't used Sweet Sorbet at all. I keep thinking I will, and then I keep using Polished Pink and the new blue in colors. I don't know. I'm sure I will. That's what I'm going to do. I'll challenge myself to use Sweet Sorbet with my next project. But this ribbon is kind of awesome because of the metallic, the metallicness of it, I guess. But I do find it a little bit of a challenge because the tails don't do what I want them to do. So I've just decided you just kind of have to give in and let them just stick out kind of wild. Okay. Yeah, just let them be kind of the main event. So let's give it a couple of dimensionals. And that is it for our 2-for-1 cards. Let's see, okay, we do want it to stick out just a teeny bit from the side of the card. So I think I'll have it cover over half the black and half the white. And there we go, all finished. Our 2-for-1 cards using the artistic die, fancy artistic die, and a little bit of blending. So much fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.